Jess, it's not even that serious. It's not that serious.
Okay.
We're here.
Here we go.
We're here.
All right.
Look, we're here. Yeah.
And I'm Tyler.
And I'm MJ.
And this is True Sanity.
Yes. Oh, so much fun.
This is a true.
That's-
This is a video.
It's true. It's
Anyway.
actually a video, yes.
Yes. Moving on.
All right, so today we this is part 1 of 5. We are going to cover the 6 basic or fundamental needs, human needs. Sorry, 6 basic human needs, which are there are technically 6, but we're going to have 5 videos because the 6 human needs are. Do you want to talk
Read them.
about? Yeah, you want to read them?
We're
We're gonna read because listen, we're.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm reading.
Shh.
Keep in mind these are all like basically emotional, like they're mental
Oh yeah, mental.
needs, not like physical, not like food, water, whatever.
Right.
So there's certainty, uncertainty, and variety. Do you want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah. So one is
Yeah.
is certainty.
Yeah. One
Right.
is certainty. So
Number 2.
assurance. The meaning of it is assurance you can avoid pain and gain pleasure. Uncertainty or variety is the need for unknown change or new stimuli. Significance, feeling unique, important, special, or needed. Number 4, sorry, that was 1, 2, 3. I'm on number 4 now. Get better at this. See? Just like that. Number 4 is connection and love. That is a strong feeling of closeness or union with someone or something. Number 5 is growth and expansion of capacity, compatibility, or understanding. Getting better.
That's a tough one, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Number 6 is contribution, a sense of service, and focus on helping, giving to, and supporting others. Criminy. Okay.
Okay. Today, I think we should talk about certainty, and then we should also mingle it with uncertainty or variety because they kind of go together, right?
And for me, they do, and I think we should talk about that because that's, I think, where the things that are affecting me the most right now is the uncertainty and certainty.
Right.
So,
And explain that.
I
Actually, you
can-
know what? Wait, pause.
okay.
Sorry.
No,
I
go
feel like
ahead.
we should kind of explain what certainty is, like in depth, and then what uncertainty is.
To give an idea of what we're
Right.
aiming at here.
So I'm gonna use my notes again, only because, yeah. Okay, so if certainty is one of your core needs, you need to feel secure and safe about the future. When you receive positive recognition, it may be accompanied by a need for certainty that the recognition is authentic and will continue. So like a job or with your spouse or with, something like that. In order to live a life filled with certainty, your life has to stay the same. Who wants that?
Well, in a certain way,
Which is-
everybody wants that.
I mean, but it's nearly impossible to achieve that, right?
Well, it is. Yeah.
And that's actually what it says. So you artificially control your environment by changing your expectations or by avoiding new situations or people. This process provides you with the assurance that your actions will either avoid pain or gain pleasure, which then fulfills the basic human need for certainty.
So the way you said it there, are you saying that if you don't have the certainty, you try to steer that in a line and you stay out of new things?
Yes. Yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly
I
what it
was
is.
trying to understand that fully.
Well, and I'm actually referencing Tony Robbins. This is where I derive my information from. He created these 6 human needs. I don't know if he created them, actually. I think that he discusses them in depth and in very, very good detail.
He's a
And I will.
fantastic resource for this.
He is, and I will reference everything in the video so that you have them, all of the information. But I think that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you want to go over certainty in
Yeah.
like. Do you want to go over that before we go into uncertainty?
Yes.
So we cover
Yeah.
this
Let's
one.
let's cover certainty first and kind of what well, how you can tell if that's one of your core needs.
Okay, so we discussed that that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
The certainty, uncertainty, and I think I feel like I'm lacking certainty. Sorry. So I feel
We're
like I'm
here with you,
lacking
I
certainty.
swear.
And is that something you want me to go into depth
Yeah.
into right now and
Yes,
what that means to
for
me?
sure.
Okay, so when this actually falls in line with kind of the video I posted the other day. I've got a lot of basically uncertainty in a negative form in my life right now. Certainty for me would be knowing I have a job, I have stability, nothing's gonna change. There's not outside influences on it. Everything's going like almost in a boring pattern. It's like, all right, we're good. I can do this. And
You wake up, you go to the gym, you go to work.
yeah,
Is that it?
yeah, and
Pattern.
yeah, that pattern is nice. I mean, obviously with my job, I don't ever have a solid pattern. It's consistency in a chaotic form, but is what I'm getting at is the uncertainty I have right now with um, work and everything. It plays into my entire life. It screws up, or let me reword that. I let it screw up other things in my life. I let it screw up my workouts, my home life, my ability to calm down. It sneaks in different forms, whether it's depression, anger. It just makes me really volatile in a lot of senses without that uncertainty. And I honestly, at this point, I don't know how to control that, how to calm that down. But in the big picture of things, certainty is, if it was what it was maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where I knew I was going to have work and knew I wasn't going to do anything to complicate that for me, like um, voicing my opinions on certain things, and I don't even want to go into that. I'm just saying I feel like I can personally compromise the certainty in my life, but I can't seem to rein it in and just stay in a straight line. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does, yeah.
Um,
It's crazy because I'm kind of the same way. The thing about me though, I think it gets to me a lot quicker than it gets to you. Like I've always had a office job, a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 5 or whatever, and that I'm talking to you. It drives me
well,
crazy.
if you look up there, you can see me. It's like
I
we're talking
see.
to each other.
Hi. Also, hi. No, it drives me crazy. Like I've always had an office job, which that's what I signed up for. I've done that since I think my first job was not an office job, but I started my first office job when I was 17, and I got used to the rhythm. I got used to, going to work at 8 and leaving at 5 and that blah 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 whatever. And recently, I think in the last probably I don't 6 years, which is terrible to say, but I get anxious. I don't want to be stuck somewhere. I don't want to be stuck like somewhere that I don't want to be, or I do want to be. I just don't want to be stuck. I want to have the freedom to roam. I want to have the freedom to do what I want, and I think that um, the certainty, as far as what you're talking about with your job, you know what?
What?
I think I'm talking about uncertainty. I think what I'm discussing now is uncertainty, but I like the certainty. No, I like the fact that I actually have that job. I like the fact that, like, I'm certain, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to get a paycheck. I have benefits. I have health and dental and all that stuff. Like, that certainty gives me security. The certainty that I've got somebody in my life like you that is, why?
Squirrel.
So handsome and also trustworthy and honest, and the communication is there. um all of that stuff, that's certainty. Oh, hi Jig. Hey buddy. That
no,
makes
no, no. Go. But So that,
Thank you.
but that certainty that you have with work and everything, it gives you a certain amount of calm, right?
Yeah.
Because once you leave work, you're like, "Oh, I'm good there." And I always have that. Um,
I fulfilled my day. I'm done with my work. That's what you mean. Like when I leave there, I know that everything's done with that for the day,
yeah,
right?
yeah, but you know it's just going to be there tomorrow. There's nothing.
Right.
I mean, you go on a daily basis and you haven't done anything that's going to compromise that, like,
Right.
or
Exactly.
you're like, all right, they're not going to make me do this, and if I don't do this, I'm going to
Right.
not have a job, that
But
kind
for
of
you,
thing.
it's different.
For me, at this point, it feels different, and it makes it difficult to function in a calm manner and focus on. It makes me difficult to be present in the rest of my life. I mean, realistically, even it's on my mind continually, and if I could, I thought I was getting better at deflecting from it, not deflect, but
No.
setting that aside,
Right. Like compartmentalizing.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah, just being like, all right, I'm not at work. I need to go over
Focus
here and
on
do
the
this.
present.
I need to be with the kids. I need to be with you. I
Right.
need to be focused on what I'm doing. And right now, it's a struggle, but
Yeah.
because there's so many things, whether it's
So that pushes us into uncertainty, right?
hmm,
Well, no, it doesn't. That's a struggle with certainty.
yeah,
Because you don't have that,
yeah.
right?
Well, and with us saying all of this stuff, please reach out and give us like your uncertainties, and we always want to know how people feel and how they deal with things and where they're at in their lives. It helps us. That's what all this is about, is
Right.
being able to talk about this stuff and understand how to either a get through it, how to deal with it, however you want to word it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're getting
That's
at.
what we're doing. Yeah, exactly.
That did we cover certainty?
So I think certainty's covered. Well, kind of. I mean, it's huge, but let's kind of go into uncertainty now. So basically, oh, okay. So uncertainty or variety is how Tony Robbins words it. Um, Though it's important to understand the beauty of uncertainty, those who experience this as one of their top basic human needs can take it to an extreme, which is totally understandable. But they engage in frequent job or relationship changes um, just for the sake of variety, or they take unnecessary risks to achieve the adrenaline jolt they crave. However, if uncertainty is one of your top, it says six, but I know it's not that. It's top two human needs. You will be unafraid of taking risks and will not avoid new situations or people, which is something I I actually don't avoid people. I think that I struggle with the fact that my it's a trauma, I think, from my past where I think everybody's gonna hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, new people scare me, but I love new people. I'm like, tell me all your stuff. Like, tell me all your information because I love you. I want to get to know you, but I'm afraid still of that uncertainty that they're going to hurt me.
Yeah, but I feel like this is my perspective because you've been in um, the registration office for so long. You can meet those people, but you literally can keep them at a distance.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot about them, but you don't. They're not coming into your life.
Yeah.
And you divulge very little information. I know personally that when you first meet someone, you don't give a lot out. You give enough to give somebody to run off of.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
So.
But that's not really what I. So that's how I met. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Don't touch me. Touched you. So uncertainty is more like the crave for it though. Like you crave it. You want like, so let's say, okay, relationship status. Like if you're in a relationship, you want to know that that person is secure, right? We talked about that, secure and trustworthy, and you know that you can that they're going to be there for you, like the communication and all that. Like that's the certainty. The uncertainty is like the spontaneity. You want to know that it's not always going to be humdrum, boring. Who wants that? Sorry. You're not. That's the thing about him. He's not. He's like, oh, listen, we're gonna go camping. We're gonna go hunting. We're gonna go to Utah for 4 days. Let's do that. I'm like, yeah, let's figure this out. But it's great because even though it scares the schnack, yes, words.
You got Tourette's?
It scares this stuff out
Stuff
of
out of
me.
you.
I do it because I enjoy spending time with him, and I enjoy spending time with the kids, and I've it's it's different for me though. Like I've never actually had that experience. My last relationship, my marriage was very long. Well, I think we talked about that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It was I dreaded that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually dreaded it because I knew something was going to happen. And I probably manifested that. It's probably my fault. And I will take responsibility for that. But I think that it's you just make it so easy to want to do things with you. Like even if I know I'm anxious about it, even if I'm like it's a new thing and I'm scared,
So,
I'm like Tyler's there and he's gonna make it better. He's gonna be my comfort. He's gonna like show me the way, and that is so juvenile for me to say. And I feel like that's just very
so, so in that sense, you're saying that because the certainty with me is there,
yeah.
that you have enough confidence in me to be like, all right,
I'm gonna go.
I'm going with
I'm gonna
this
do it.
uncertainty. I can deal with this because of your confidence in me. Is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
that's
Okay.
exactly it. Yeah, which is crazy,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
I get to see this face. Okay, what were we talking
Huh?
about? Okay, that's the one.
Okay.
So let's kind of I feel like we covered it.
Yeah.
Um, let's kind of close up. What do you think?
Close it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close up shop. So I actually have some notes on
There's
this.
okay. Let me dabble.
Yeah,
I didn't discuss any
yeah.
uncertainty,
I feel like I would like you to.
so I
Yeah,
can put in just a little bit.
perfect.
Well, there's a lot of things, and I've actually noticed it recently, like
Uh,
to
uh,
an extensive level with the uncertainty phase of things. I'm trying to think what got me my adrenaline. Oh, it was when just taking the motorcycle test.
oh yeah.
So, so it was the weirdest thing. It made me so nervous. This little tiny bike in this controlled environment with this in this parking lot at a slow speed, and but the my heart rate going up. After it was all said and done, I was like, I actually passed that, and it damn near tipped over right in the first little U-turn on this little tiny bike. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But that uncertainty, and I know with me, it was almost like an adrenaline rush. And when it was done, and she's like, "Oh, you got a perfect score," I was like,
You did.
"Oh."
You literally just did amazing.
But that's the uncertainty, things like that get my heart rate up, that adrenaline rush.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
They're actually things that I've missed in my life. When I went up to Washington this last weekend, and I had to climb and do a rescue with tree guys.
Right.
I'm not a tree guy. I don't. They had a process, and I was like, I got all this other stuff that I use. It's not like their stuff, and I was like, I was very very nervous.
Yeah.
But when it was all said and done, I was like, man, that was awesome because I feed off of that, and I honestly I haven't had that kind of adrenaline rush in a very long time.
Yeah.
And so it was it.
That's crazy to me though, because if you think about you climbing a tree and you're not afraid, just that gives you some sort of rush,
Yeah.
and you actually have climbed power lines for how many years?
And it's because I was unfamiliar with
I know, it's just
the
crazy
situation.
yeah, and that
And
makes sense. It's not crazy in like a bad way. It's just like that kind of shows you what that can do to somebody.
mhm,
Just a change of scenery, just a change of perspective, or um, a change of environment.
mhm.
Like
Well, and
that can.
that's one thing I'm really good and bad at. Like
Mhm.
something seems like a great idea. Like, hey, do you want to go to this aerial rescue challenge in Washington? It's all arborist. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do that. And then I get on the plane and I'm like, what did I get into?
It was
What
before you
am I
got on the
doing?
plane.
I know.
You were like, why
I'm
did I
like, I
do
have
this?
no
Yeah.
idea what these guys do. I know they get up in the tree and they use rope, but that uncertainty is actually really, really good for me because
Oh
when
yeah.
it's all said and done, I'm like, whew, it's a confidence builder. And
Yeah.
and it's something I need and I enjoy.
Get comfortable being
So
uncomfortable,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's one I seriously need to work on in a
I
lot of
know
respects.
me. I think I'm worse than you though. Like
Well, that's what
even
we're doing
before I
right now,
met
though.
you. Yeah, this is very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
But it
it
wasn't
feels
even
better.
this. It
Yeah,
was everything else. Like I'm like, I'm scared. I'm scared of everything because I've had so much crap in my life that terrified me that I'm like, why? Why would I want to do anything else? This is I'm gonna just sit in this box. I'm just gonna not do anything because I might have pain and trauma. So,
okay.
but we don't. I don't want to do that now.
No
No,
box, no trauma.
no box, no box. Yes, box.
Okay. Should
Oh my
we?
gosh,
Should
help me, baby Jesus.
we're
Okay,
running on like
roller coaster any day.
I think for
Give me all the roller
you and
coasters.
I, the way wait, and it's more. It's not even like in the like you're not a risk taker financially,
Mm-mm.
right? So that's very very good for us
Yeah,
because I'm like, we gotta go big. Let's just do
yeah,
this. Let's do that. And watching you is actually helping me to be like, it's a terrible idea. Not do this, not do that. But I feel like we can gauge the situation and actually work really well together.
yeah.
But so I mean, it was basically I didn't want to go into the financial end of it, but I feel like that's where when it comes to all the other stuff, I think you're great. You want to do, if you're at dirt bikes, you do this, you do that. You want to go out and shoot stuff, and so yours is a controlled certainty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So the risk taking is on
it's
the
controlled.
yeah, it's
It
yeah
is.
when that
Like if I
respect
can control it. Like I'm always like, okay, we're gonna go camping, but I'm gonna drive myself
yeah.
because if I want to leave, I that's that's not great.
But you're
But
working. It's something you will have to work
yeah,
through.
I've literally that's tough for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just being stuck in a situation that I cannot remove myself from if I think it's like an emotional thing.
Yeah. It's an
And from when I
anxiety
was
type.
younger, yeah, I think that it's just there's so much uncertainty, and
Mm.
that's part of this, like not being able to control that situation, and if there's something bad that happens and I can't escape,
Yeah.
like when I was younger, I it's gonna set me
It's a
into
trigger for you.
yeah, it's a trigger for sure. So
So that's
that
where
is
you're.
something that I work on so hard for you, and like I because I don't want to
So
escape.
see,
I don't want to leave you. I don't want to escape from you. It's not you. It's like a situation that I can't control, and I can't control what I'm going to do.
yeah. Well, you worded it terribly there too, because you said that's something you want to work on for me.
No, I don't mean for you. It's for you. Like I want to work on it myself
Mm-hmm.
for you because I care about spending time with you. So I want to work on myself, like actually get through that individually as a person
Mm-hmm.
on my own, so that I can not even just for you, for my entire situation,
Right.
for everybody in my life, because it's not just you that I do it to. I do it to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to escape. I want to get out. I've done it to. I'm not going to name names, but
Yeah.
I've done it to a lot of people.
Well, that's why. See, I watch wording really closely.
Yeah.
And you may put it out one way, and I may take it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, well, so I'll pick things up like that and ask you
Yeah.
just like I just did, and
Yeah.
you're like, no. So I understand what you mean,
Yeah.
but the way it hits me,
It's
see,
different.
yeah, see, so
Right.
you say something, you're like, I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm like, you
Right.
don't have to
Right.
do
Right.
anything for me.
And I know that already. I already know that
Yeah,
because
but
we talked about that.
that's people's perception on words. This is a
Yeah.
whole different conversation.
Okay, so that is
Okay.
find activities that you enjoy, but that also push you slightly out of your comfort zone.
Slightly, just a
That's
little
what I
bit.
do.
Yeah.
Incorporate healthy and empowering routines into your life. Give back to others and promote growth and contribution in a consistent way.
A lot of big
I
words.
love that. I actually really love that. That's great. Okay, so uncertainty. Here is how to tell if variety or uncertainty is one of your core needs. You're generally outgoing and like meeting new people. You're always willing to do something new and have many interests. You can be unfocused and lack planning skills and perhaps push people away in relationships. How to fulfill your need for variety or uncertainty. Feed your mind regularly with a variety of new information. Switch up your exercise routine, eat new foods, and take classes with new people. Learn how to ignite passion in your life and relationships. Boom! Mic
Boom.
drop.
That's it.
That's it. That is episode 1 of 5. We will let you go, and we'll see you next week on whatever day we post. I don't know. Probably Sunday. Okay. Have a good night.
Bye-bye now.